Sometimes, real strength isn't in making noise. It's in the power of standing still. We all face those moments where people test us. Someone throws a jab, shows disrespect, mistakes our silence for weakness. And that's where we break. Because we react. Our emotions take the wheel: anger, insecurity, fear, the hunger for approval. But some people are different. They observe even the biggest provocations and simply don't react. These people have a strange, quiet strength. It's like someone says, "You can't do this. You're not special." And they just smile and say, "Maybe." Without ego, without a fight, without the need to prove anything. That is dangerous confidence. Because the person who masters the strength of not reacting becomes impossible to defeat. Their mind is under their control, not swayed by public opinion. Today's story is about a young man who learned the world's rarest skill: react to nothing. And when he learned it, people changed. His life changed. His energy changed. And he became dangerously confident. Arjun was a 22-year-old guy with a gentle nature. He got hurt easily by others' words and was desperate for approval. People took him lightly. Friends joked about his quietness. In class, someone would say, "Oh, what will he say? Skip him." And Alex couldn't say anything. He just reacted internally. His reaction wasn't in words, but in emotions. Sleepless nights. Taking every small social media comment to heart. Feeling judged by every glance. One day, everything changed. There was a group presentation in college. Alex was well prepared. But a guy said in front of everyone, "Just stand in the back. You can't speak. You'll ruin it." The crowd laughed, and Alex's heart sank. He froze. He felt angry, hurt, humiliated. But he said nothing. No fight, no argument, no defense. Just silence. And that silence broke him from the inside. At home, locked in his room, he asked himself, "Why couldn't I react? Why am I so weak? Why does my voice have so little value?" That night, he wrestled with himself. But in that pain, he found direction. A sentence from a book echoed in his mind: "Your reaction is your real weakness." He wanted to understand it, to feel it. He started reading behavioral psychology and Stoic philosophers: Epictetus, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca. He observed his own mind. He learned, our reaction dictates our life's direction. When you stop reacting, you take away the other person's power. Your reaction is their oxygen. One day in the library, he met an old professor with deep, calm eyes, a peace that seemed untouched by the world's noise. Alex shared his struggle. The professor smiled softly and said, "Confidence isn't loud. Dangerous confidence is when you simply don't care what anyone is saying." "But how do I learn that?" Alex asked. The professor replied with 3 words: react to nothing. He gave Alex a challenge, a 7-day experiment. Don't react to anything. Just observe. Smile more, talk less, listen more, prove nothing. Alex started the experiment. Day 1, friends made jokes. He flowed like water. No words, no argument. Just inner calm. No reaction. Day 2. In class, someone said, "You're still scared, huh?" He gave a slight smile. No insult felt, no anger. The comment just bounced off. Day 3. Family said something that would have hurt before. He thought, if I don't react, there will be no pain. He saw that the reaction was the root of the pain. Then, a miracle happened. People's behavior began to change. Friends who teased him now couldn't take him lightly. Their tone changed. Their body language changed. The guy from the presentation was unsettled by the new confidence in Alex's eyes. Alex was no longer predictable. He talked less, but his presence spoke more. His silence was no longer a weakness. It had become a weapon. He realized the world wasn't changing. He was. His walk changed. His energy changed. He felt, for the first time, dangerously confident because he was the master of his emotions. The outside noise didn't penetrate him anymore. He heard it but didn't absorb it. And strangely, people started respecting him. Because people respect those who can control themselves. Alex finally understood. Confidence doesn't mean being loud. It means being stable. It's not noise, it's peace. Not acclaim, but patience. Not reactivity, but resistance. Let's break down this dangerous confidence into core chapters. Chapter 1. The power of non-reaction. We all have two modes, one that reacts instantly, and one that remains calm deep within. Most people are ruled by the first. But true power lies with those who respond to the world with quietness. Not reacting isn't weakness, it's the hardest skill. When you don't react, you confuse the provocateur. They lose their power because they can't predict you. You keep your peace, and in that peace, you find unshakable confidence. Chapter 2. Ego versus real confidence. Two voices fight inside us. The ego is loud. It says, prove them wrong. Show them who you are. It needs validation from the outside world. Real confidence is a quiet whisper. It says, I know who I am. I have nothing to prove. When you react angrily to prove a point, you're feeding the ego. When you stay calm, you're operating from real confidence, which comes from clarity, not fear. Chapter 3. You owe no reaction to anyone. We often hand over our emotional power like it's unlimited. But you are not obligated to give anyone your reaction, your justification, or your emotional payoff. When you react to everything, you give others the remote control to your mood. Non-reaction is how you take that remote back. Your silence becomes your boundary, one that is quiet but crystal clear. Chapter 4. Emotional control is social power. In any social setting, the real power isn't with the loudest person, but with the person who controls their emotions. This isn't about being stone-faced, it's about inner stability. When you're predictable, they insult you, you blow up, you can be manipulated. When you're calm and unpredictable, people don't know which buttons to push. That calmness commands natural respect and influence. Chapter 5. The Stoic Shield. Observe, don't absorb. Stoicism teaches us that while we can't control external events, we control our response to them. Observe the world, the comments, the provocations. Notice how they make you feel. But don't absorb the negativity. Don't let it live rent-free in your mind. This mental shield protects your inner peace and makes you emotionally untouchable. Chapter 6. When silence becomes dominance. Silence is often mistaken for weakness. But silent people hold a reserve no one can easily disturb. That silence becomes mysterious and powerful. People wonder, why aren't they reacting? What do they know that I don't? This uncertainty creates a subtle, undeniable authority. Your calm presence alone can dominate a room without you saying a word. Chapter 7. The Transformation. Becoming dangerously confident. Dangerous confidence is quiet, stable, and centered. It's the result of mastering all the above. You are no longer reactive. You are responsive by choice. Your energy isn't drained by provocations. This grounded presence naturally earns respect and establishes invisible authority. True strength is always silent. Noise is just the echo of an insect. So, friends, dangerous confidence isn't about being loud or showy. It's about the quiet, steady power that comes from within. It's choosing not to react, mastering your emotions, and becoming the absolute master of your inner world. If you enjoyed this deep dive into psychology and mindset, hit the like button, subscribe to the Listen Book, and tap the bell icon for more summaries and insights like this. In the comments below, tell me, which tip was most useful to you? How will you apply react to nothing in your own life? Remember, dangerous confidence isn't for show. It's the strength of your inner story and your self-control. Adopt it, and you too will become unstoppable. Thank you for listening.